Monday, June 15th, and I am in Arkansas heading towards Tennessee to see Wyatt. We're going to hang out at his place the first night and then maybe go camping the second night, and then from there I'm going to scoot home. Hi, is it up there? Okay, thank you. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna have you drive around the garage.
Okay.
The triple driveway, and then pull up underneath that carport there.
Okay.
I'll set you up for the night.
Sounds good. Alright, it is the evening of Monday, June 15th, and I am in a garage, actually a really cool garage. There's a storefront even right there. There's a Harley behind me. I'm going to do a walk around to this shop tomorrow along with the Jeep that's in here. I might put it in this video or in my next one. I'm actually visiting Wyatt. He has a channel of his own. Made the invite for me to come out here if I was ever in the area, so finally had an opportunity to do that, and here I am. So tomorrow we're going to go camping after we spend a little bit more time here, check out his new setup, see how it works. He's going to go on a 1 month trip out to Oregon and out bouncing around that area, so it's a good opportunity for him to check out a couple of more features that he's put in the Jeep or things that he's changed. So for now I am going to turn in. I could sleep in this apartment here, which is behind the storefront, but I've decided I'm going to sleep in the Jeep, so he's just leaving the garage open for me. I can use the bathroom if I need it, I can shower in the morning, so it works out really nice. It is a beautiful night out, very few bugs if any, so a perfect night for sleeping. So I'm going to get some rest, and Wyatt and I will go camping tomorrow, so talk to you later. So we just had breakfast and coffee on his deck. With that view, he's got a horse and a donkey down there. And he says the trees are growing up, so he can't really see the fields down below, but he's going to do something about that in the future. But it is still a really pretty view. And here's the deck sitting on the rockers. And then we've got Trudy, a rescue dog. He's a stray around here that they picked up. So, amazing place. It's a gorgeous morning. Great day to just sit out here like we did for a couple of hours and just talk. But what a spot. Love Tennessee. And then here is another rescue puppy. So she's old and a sweetie. Huh. Yeah. So here's his garage. This is a sweet place. So I'm going to do a whole separate video. I don't walk around of his garage and his Jeep, but this is where I slept last night. So here is Wyatt's setup. He's got his bed set up, his utilities for the kitchen, double burner, Coleman stove, and everything off the ground. So all that fits inside the Jeep and leaves his bed free at night if necessary. But we have fire going. Gonna get some burgers on the grate there soon, and I'm set up. All I got to do is open up the back. So I've got my fan there. That's just from when I did the job at my buddy's place and the miter saw up top. So obviously I wouldn't have that on a regular trip, but it is a very pleasant evening. It's going to be a great night for sleeping again. So looks like the couple of little modifications that he did make have worked out for him. In particular, he was having an issue with the bed sliding, so he put some rubber underneath his sleeping bag or his mattress there so that he wouldn't slide all over the place and it would get traction. Now he can move his bed back and forth on the rails without a problem. So glad that worked out for him, and other little tweaks that he's made's worked out. So he's pretty much set up and close to be ready to roll in 3 weeks when he goes on his month-long trip to Oregon and California and places like that. So cool setup. All right, it is Wednesday, June 17th, about 8:30, and just left the campsite. So thanks to Wyatt's brother, Randy, for letting us stay at his location. So there's a nice little wooded area that we were able to just camp out, have a little fire going, and just enjoy the evening. Got to talk to him for a while last night. So woke up early this morning. Wyatt made us breakfast and just packed up, talked a bit, and headed out. So that's pretty much it for me on this trip. I just have about 6.5 hours on I-40 East. That's it. So some pretty country going through the Appalachians and past Asheville. But other than that, it's going to be a very boring and just a highway drive. So I won't be going back out on the road probably for about another month. Hopefully I'll have a couple of camping trips in between there. Got some Jeep maintenance that I need to do, some big projects for me actually, and then help my girlfriend with some projects while I'm home before I head back out. So thanks to Wyatt for all your hospitality, you and your wife. I really appreciate it. It was great meeting you, great to see your setup, and thanks for letting me do the tour of your facility. That was really awesome, your garage. But check out his channel if you get the chance, and leave a comment on this video, leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever it may be. I'll talk to you later. Alright, so on my way home, I decided to stop by the junkyard. I had to get detoured around 40 for construction or a wreck or something, and it took me right by my junkyard. So since I live on the other side of town, it just made it easy to come here. I need a couple of bolts out of this thing to put in my front seat. I think I stripped one when I put my front seat in. So, but anyway, I wanted to show you real quick, since I got a notification a few days ago that this thing was here, that I am surprised at the condition of this. There is no rust, and it's a shame that this one had to get scrapped out. I don't know if the engine gave up on them or the transmission or what made it not worthwhile, but there is literally no rust on this thing, and it does have an 8.25. If I knew I was coming here, I might actually consider pulling that and put it on mine, but now's not the time, so I'm gonna have to pass on that. But let me show you this thing real quick. So here it is, an 01 Cherokee, but if you notice, there is no rust hardly on this thing at all, just in the jack points from somebody jacking it up. But the condition of this thing is great, and as far as the body panels go, there's hardly any dings, and it's just a real shame that this thing was scrapped out. I mean, look at this. Underneath even the panel, there's nothing there. And look at that. All underneath, no rust up in the wheel wells. This thing is beautiful. So what a shame. I imagine it's the same under the carpet too. Probably a really good gas tank to pull. But yeah, see, 8.25. And the wheels are already off of it. The drums could pop right off. I mean, this thing would be super easy to get to. Maybe I should come back tomorrow and get it. I probably won't, but I should. I might regret it later. I just got too many other projects going on right now, but just wanted to show you this real quick. This is what I find every now and then in this junkyard. I know I'm lucky to live in North Carolina and to be close to a junkyard that has some good parts, but here's the passenger seat, still intact. So the bolts, unlike mine is even, this part is rusted here, the bracket, and usually, you know, a lot of the Jeeps that I see have rusted bolts here. So this thing was probably garage kept, but what a shame. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull the bolts out of here, and that's it. I've just got a few tool bags. I wasn't sure what I'd have to deal with, so I just brought a few extra tools. But really clean on the inside, and headliner's sinking, but it is what it is. Somebody grabbed the back door, which is probably a score for them because it was in really great shape. So anyway, that's it. Just wanted to point that out.